Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of the GB Podcast. I am one of your hosts, Edgar, and along with me, we have the guy right here, right there, right there, Percival. What's up, Percival?
Hey, what's up? Doing well, doing great. Having my delicious mineral water.
Does it have a
It,
flavor?
no, it's just mineral water.
Is mineral a flavor? Rock water?
Yeah, it's rock flavored.
Rock flavored water. That's why I have all of my water.
Rock flavored.
Yeah. And along with Percival, we have the guy down there, El Slunko. What's up, Slunk?
Hey, hey,
Did you watch Happy Days?
hey! I was
Episodes,
aware.
but
I was aware that it was on.
yeah,
Yeah.
but
I
I never really got into it.
no, it's like Monday event. Cheesy channel.
Yeah, you see the thing spinning? Yeah, fuck this. I'm not watching this. I'm not watching this show from the 50s. I have no idea when this show is from.
The show of the 50s from the 70s. I want to say there was something else on whenever that would come on that I would change it to. Maybe like A-Team or something cooler. But I do remember it coming on and then immediately changing the channel.
I feel like it was around the same time for me, like Saved by the Bell. Like, I think I like
Yeah.
Saved by the Bell would like finish, and then Happy Days was coming. Like, this is whack. Where's Zach?
I didn't think it was whack per se. I just
Yeah, but it's not Saved by the Bell. It's like when I'm going from one to the other, it's like I want something
there's
good.
there's objectively better TV on at the time to watch that.
You wanna hit that jukebox, be all cool and shit.
I mean,
Be cool like Fonzie, you know?
like yeah. What no? What is he? What's Fonzie? He's cool.
He's cool.
Uh, yeah. I don't think I don't know. Just it would never appeal to me. You know.
Yeah, it's all about Small Wonder.
Jesus, small wonder.
Small Wonder. Shit.
Mr.
What's the
Belvedere?
other show? Mr. Belvedere. I did watch that. It's a
Mr.
weird thing.
Belvedere.
Yeah.
My brother and sister really liked Mr. Belvedere. I think my sister like particularly did.
So it's about a butler.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Yeah.
Like, it's not about the family, it's about the butler and how he brings the family together, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And it's like, oh, look at all these dysfunctional rich people. Like,
Oh, I relate to them
If
so
they-
much.
yeah. If only their servant wasn't there, they would be at each other's necks. And lives would be in shambles.
How do we deal with without having our servant there?
Yeah, without this human that they owned.
They own, but they paid him. All right, they paid for him.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Try to make
They
good
bought
money.
him. You mean they bought him? Is that what you're saying?
They
bought
continue.
him
They continue to buy him.
They leased him.
They leased him.
He
Yeah,
was leased.
They
Yeah.
bought him on the open market.
until
Okay.
until the new one, the new version gets released.
It's a
no
new
longer-
hotness.
Yeah. Well, yeah. You don't. Yeah. I mean, you keep them around for a while until like things start to fall apart, and then you go buy
Yeah.
a new one.
No, you keep the old one for parts. So, very first topic. How goes it? It looks like you guys are having a good time right there, laughing at murder.
Not murder. He wasn't just for
Wait,
parts. You
wait.
keep him alive.
Laughing at
You
harvesting.
keep alive.
Laughing at harvesting.
There you go. Harvesting.
Yeah.
That's just funny. Who doesn't like, you know?
Who doesn't like a good harvest festival, you know?
Harvest festival, harvesting old butler parts.
You know, you bring everyone brings their butler to the festival and goes, "Hey, I got a kidney. Oh, what? I got a heart. You want a heart?"
They're showing off like
Yeah.
their latest acquisition.
Look at the
I think I
size
would
of
need that liver.
Look at the size of this liver. It's fucking 4 pounds, you know?
And they have like ribbons that they give
Yeah.
out.
I got the black ribbon at the at the harvesting festival.
That's like some Get Out shit right there. Right? I mean, that's
Dude.
literally what that.
and Get Out, the creepiest part to me was the silent auction that they were having, right? So, like after they meet the dude and everyone like has a go at him, like, oh, you're a golfer, oh, you know how to golf, you can do it, oh, you know how to take pictures. So he's off like doing his own thing in the house, and all the people around the yard are like just lifting up the number. Like there's no talking. Like, it's not like, hey, everybody like sold. Like, you get one black man. Whoa, hey.
Yeah. That's a fucking crazy movie, the concept. And if anybody's watching it that hasn't seen it, well, you're beyond the statute of limitations here.
Yes. Spoilers.
Spoileration.
Actually, I retract my statement of the creepiest part. Creepiest part is when the girl is eating cereal with no milk, just by itself, and the glass of milk next to it.
Glass of milk with a straw, right? So it'd be a piece of cereal.
Oh yeah, I had a straw too.
Yeah, that was pretty terrifying.
So it's basically old white people whose bodies are falling apart. Basically put their brains inside of
Brains.
young healthy black men
Mm-hmm.
and women.
And traps their subconscious inside. They know what's going on. They just can't do shit.
Yeah. So
That's,
how exactly I can't remember what the process was.
they
They
deal
put
with
most of the brain in there, but they keep like the stem, and so the stem is like the part that of them that's still in there.
Once we go into the science of it, that's when the movie starts getting weird.
Don't question it.
It's hypnosis, surgery, ta-da.
Yeah.
Profit.
Look, brain A, brain B, smash it together.
Yeah,
Done.
put it in a blender.
And you're good.
He just poured in with the measuring cup. He's like, yeah, oh, too much brain. It's gonna be salty.
Get the baster.
One of the dudes that was interesting was the guy who wanted to run fast. Like, I'm just not as fast as the black guys. Like, what do I do? Be black. Holy shit.
So creepy.
It's like,
Yeah,
I'm just gonna fucking run straight towards you. Not
And
suspicious at all.
and then
Not
turn
suspicious.
real quick.
He's like, man, something ain't right. Something ain't right. I like his friend, the one that he keeps calling,
TSA.
because he's like connected to reality, right? Like he's connected to outside of this world of like creepy people, and he's meeting the boyfriend and all that. Like this is a creepy world, and he calls like what would be us out here, and
Yeah.
it's like what the fuck. So it's genius. It grounds it, right?
Mhm.
It grounds it into like, damn, this could be real. That's always what it is. You always have scary movies can get scary when you can ground it in reality, and your brain starts to fear it. That's what.
Like,
it
wait a
happens.
minute.
And
Wait a minute.
I know I've talked about it on previous episodes, but I hate when movies can't figure things out with cell phones. They solve the cell phone thing, making it part of the plot. Like I keep on disconnect. I'm sorry, I disconnected it. I must have done it, I accidentally while cleaning the room.
Yeah. No bars, it dies. Yeah. That's the only time when things go bad.
You don't have your cell phone. I can't Google. Am I being kidnapped and trapped into another body?
Uh-huh. But yeah, everything's great. I mean, how goes it? Going very well. I'm actually I'm gonna be moving soon.
Yeah.
At the end of this month.
New
Yeah.
adventure.
So, new adventures.
Adventure.
I feel like I'm finally growing up at 36.
Look, we
I
all go at our own pace, all right? I'm still at home. Come on.
I almost did. I was thinking about it. I was thinking about going back home. But no, I was like, no, I still want to stay out, and I want to go and move in with Carla, and we're gonna be moving in together. And
Woo!
yeah, my car, I had a catastrophic
Oh.
engine failure that got fixed today. My buddy fixed it, and
Hey.
Oh yeah? Nice.
so I
What was
was
the problem?
without a car all week. Pulleys, and tensioners, bearings breaking.
Ugh. But at least the core of the engine's still good. Like it wasn't
Yeah.
like a piston. It wasn't. Yeah, because Hondas are
No.
fucking tanks.
He
So
said, mechanically everything's great. That the car is actually in really good condition. I just need to fix my suspension and
Yeah,
cosmetics, like things that are falling apart.
as long as it runs,
When
runs safely.
when it broke down, I thought like, oh shit, you're gonna have to get a new car because like you've had that for a bit, and then
Yeah.
I think I talked to you for a bit. And he said the guy we were talking to like, yeah, you should probably keep this car. I'm like, what?
Yeah, my friend wants me to keep it. He's like, yeah, man, just like put a turbo, like you
Soup
want
it
a
up.
turbo? We'll put a turbo in it. Yeah, he's like, I was like, "Oh, man. He's
Okay,
like,
I want
"You
it
put
running
turbo
first.
in it."
Like, do you want
Well, yeah, he's
furniture or do you want a
that's
turbocharger?
what he said when he called me to let me know what the situation was. He's like, well, I mean, all right, how much do you want to do you want it just to run, or do you want to put like a racing suspension in it?
Like the options are, he's just giving you options. He's just letting you know.
Yeah.
It's true.
He's like, do you need it? Do you need the engine to work well, or do you want to put a super? Do you want to put a turbo in it? Like, I just need it to run right now. And
Mhm.
So
then
like,
we'll
do
talk
you want to
about
get to work in an hour or in 20 minutes?
that. Yeah. And you want to be able to run from the police? I mean, I'm happy that I got picked. And all those other things, we'll see. I'm still gonna get a new car. 2021, we'll have a new car in my life.
Okay.
After I've driven that thing for
Into the ground.
14 years. So,
Damn.
14 years, a lot of adventures, a lot of memories, a lot of craziness. I mean, 14 years is a really long time for
Yeah.
a lot of things to happen.
Do you have
And
I'm about to say, do you have a favorite trip with that car? Or a favorite moment with that car? 14 years is long.
Yeah.
there's a lot, right? I remember one time I was driving to Arizona, and I was driving. I had left my house at like 2 or 3 in the morning. So when I was getting to Arizona, I was actually like, I was getting to where Phoenix. I was probably like an hour away, and the sun was rising. So like, I got to see the sunrise. I was by myself, um, over like the desert, and I was like, damn, this looks really cool. It looked like like those 80s, like like those
Well,
uh
all those synthwave albums, just the sun
yeah.
going to the sunset.
Yeah, it's exactly what it was like. It was like the colors and
Like a
everything.
sunrise for this one.
I didn't make it.
That's cool.
Had to pull over, and I went to sleep for like a little bit at one of the pit stops. But yeah, it was like it was like a memory. Drove to Santa Cruz a bunch, drove to Vegas a few times. Um, drove to San Francisco, San Diego. Shoot, where else? Yeah, I mean, it just that thing has been beat up. The thing has been crashed. The thing has been like, so many things. I've had both my windows, my mirrors broken. I broke one, and probably a drunk person broke the other one. Um,
That drunk
and
person.
yeah, well, because it was a one-way street, and I was parked where my left side was to the sidewalk, and we're celebrating. I think it was Richard's birthday. And then when I got back to my car after the bar, the window. I remember like trying to back up, and my brain was like, I can't see behind me. What's going on? And then I look, and the fucking mirror is just like, meh.
Like, where's the.
Oh,
What happened?
yeah, somebody like kicked it or leaned on it or something and broke my fucking mirror. So sorry, I didn't mean to cut this. It was, it sucked, but I put tape on it and it works.
Duct tape.
Actually, both mirrors breaking on this Honda. Speaking of toughness, electronics still work in it. Like I can still move it with the
Oh, wow.
motor. Yeah, like nothing's broken except just the casing on it. So my car is held together by zip ties and duct tape.
But
But
a strong zip
and-
ties.
and hope.
And
yeah,
hope.
man, that thing should not have lasted as long as the way I was had to treat it the last probably like 5-6 years, because things, financially sometimes things get hard and you can't properly take care of your stuff. It's been rough. But like I want to keep it. I also kind of want to like just float it off into the air and like like, oh bye, but
Keep it.
It's
So,
a popular car. It wouldn't be hard to get rid of.
so
A lot of people want it. I've already had like 3 people go, "So, you selling it?"
that is a down payment on a new car, is Link, right there.
Yeah. So we'll see. My brother called me today. We talked about it. We had a discussion about options. He was like telling me to go look up used cars at the Kia Carson. That's where he bought his dream car. My brother is crazy, man. So my brother, he always talked about the Volkswagen Golf.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Like it's been his dream car for like 30 years. I mean, he's always talked about that thing. He just loves them. He just always loved them.
Really?
And why?
No, just I don't know. For me, no, keep going, keep going. Just
Well,
You're saying you have a shitty car. That's what he's trying to say. Why you get,
No.
I did
Why-
not say that.
you tried to say it.
almost wants to, yeah. Cause he's always like he grew up in the CRX ages. He grew up in the little hatchback ages. Like so he
Okay.
likes little hatchbacks. And fuck, I understand, dude. You could throw a little surfboard in there. You can go a little fun
Which one is
little
it again?
ride.
Volkswagen what?
Wait, golf? What year?
It's a newer one, but he did buy it used. They're hard to find. Like they're hard to find, and they're hard to find at a good price with low mileage. Because they're pretty pricey. But he just never really bought one. So one day, like he's got one of his clients. He owns a taco shop, right? So he has people come in all the time. But but it's been different. People don't come in as often because of COVID. So he had one guy come in who works at the Kia Carson, and he's talking to him about it, and he goes, "Well, hey, if you see a car you like, let me know on the website, and I'll get you a deal. You can check it out." So so my brother's like, like, man, what's the chances of this happening? Like literally 2 days later, a Golf shows up in the catalog, and then like the next day he test drives it, and then like he finally bought it.
That was
So
dope.
That's
yeah,
dope.
so he finally has his little Golf, and
After what, 20 years, what you said?
I don't know, man, forever,
Forever?
forever, yeah. So
Forever.
That's
are you
dope.
looking at it?
Well, yeah, because you mentioned the Golf, and I was thinking of, I know what a Golf is, but like I heard of a Rabbit more, and isn't Rabbit the same type of car, just different style or something like that? A Volkswagen Rabbit.
I think the Rabbit's a 2-door version. No, it looks the same practically, but I'm not. Again, I was never a big Volkswagen person, so I don't.
The Rabbit did not arrive in the United States. No, until the 1983 model. I'll keep on reading.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'm like, wait a minute.
Eh?
What about your you, Slunk? What's your favorite car? Like, what's like your dream car?
Not
Well,
the car you're thinking about getting. You want a dream car.
Oh,
Money's not an option.
my dream car, like for driving around and on tarmac,
Mhm.
it would be a M3.
Ooh, what year?
Oh man, I don't even know. I haven't kept up with them, but
2021. All right.
it would be like what, like when we were in like college and stuff. So
Oh,
early
so like
2000s.
the E46 version. Those are nice.
Yeah. So,
So,
but obviously they're cost prohibitive.
oh, dude, because yeah, that's just because my brother works on BMW, so him explained to me like, oh yeah, the brake system, everything's completely upgraded. So what would normally be like, say, $100 oil change, they're just throwing numbers, it would probably be like $200. Like everything's jacked up because it's high performance.
Mm-hmm. High performance.
We have
So,
Killers in the chat saying a 52 Chevy would be their favorite.
Ooh, oh,
a
these are
truck?
old cars too.
That's what I put in.
My friend, the one who's fixing my car, he used to have a '57 Chevy pickup. He loved that thing.
Back in the day, they were just called pickups, right? There was like no fucking Tundras and
Yeah, just pickup truck, just the truck.
The
We
truck.
make a truck. Here it is.
like
We are Chevy.
like those Toyota trucks that became Tacomas, like the old ones.
Mhm.
They were just a pickup truck, right? That was the Toyota pickup truck from like fucking '76, right?
Well, I don't,
all metal
I don't know who
tank.
started to have like the varieties, right? I mean,
Probably
Dodge,
Ford,
Ford, right? Yeah,
because
because they were
Ford
like,
Who started?
F-150, and then see like that. We just didn't Ford have like the Model T, and then moving on.
I don't know, man.
I don't
Let
know.
me see. We got pricing. M3 is
Not a
$70,000.
truck. Oh, so are you talking about the sedan, Killers? In she says not the truck. If it's a sedan, it kind of looks like the from from Cars, the one
Mater?
that teaches. No, not Mater.
I want Mater.
I think he's the cop or the mayor of the town.
Oh, Doc.
He's the one, yeah, Doc.
Doc Hudson.
Like the sedan, yeah.
What's funny is that me and Slunk were playing Apex yesterday,
Mhm.
and we had someone, our third, be someone from Rust. His name was Rust Ease Lightning McQueen. So I'm just all my Pixar knowledge is coming in through coming into this podcast today. These past couple of days.
So this 52 Chevy sedan,
Yeah.
my my one of my
That's
high school
nice.
friends, his dad owned a Pontiac shop, and he had like two or three 50. It was like a 51 Pontiac, a 53, and I forget what the other one was, but we used to ride around in it. And man, talk about a fucking head turner. You get one of these, it's just everybody's looking at you. Everybody. It's crazy how much attention you get for driving a fucking classic like that.
Is this the bomber? What's it called? Bomber
Bomb,
car?
yeah.
Bombas?
Is Bombas? I don't know. I just
I don't know. I think
Yeah,
maybe.
that's what they call bombs. I mean, I always thought bombs were just old Chevys. I don't know if it was like a specific one.
I'm looking
Let
this
me
up.
see.
You guys
Oh
keep
my god, I looked up bomb car and it's like car bomb.
Yeah.
No,
Well,
no,
what?
no.
Or truck bomb. Also known as vehicle borne improvised explosive.
I found
No, it's,
Hmm.
ChevyBombs.com.
let me see. Car slang bomb. Slang, flatulence, and then enclosed automobile. That's not. No.
I'll show you guys ready for the San Diego Auto Show.
Virtual?
December 31st, January 3rd, San Diego Convention Center.
Mm.
Bombfest Car Show.
Yeah, I went to
57.
a. I went to a. What was that? What was that? K Rock, Ink and Iron. Was that what it was called?
K-Rock Ink and Iron.
Yeah, it was a concert, like a rockabilly. It was like a K Rock concert, and it was a K Rock concert, and they would had a car shows, they had vintage cars, and they would do it at the Queen Mary. So my friends have a car club, and they invited me to come, and I got to go for free. And I think it was called Ink and Iron, and yeah, it was badass, man. It was like fucking awesome cars everywhere. You can go into that like little Epcot looking ball thing and they had cars there. And then we went back and had a couple of beers, and then we were watching the concert, which was like in front of the Queen Mary on the parking lot right in front of it, and you see like people, and you could walk in there and people are getting tattoos. It was fucking cool, man. I was like pretty
Sounds
impressed by
dope.
the whole thing. It was really dope. Yeah, I really enjoyed that. Shout out Nicole and Jose. That was a lot of fun. I really want to do. I want to
Music.
do that again. Huh?
Music.
No, it was called.
Musink.
Nah, man. I'm pretty sure it's called
Damn it.
Ink and Iron.
I'm looking. I can't find it.
But I think they don't do it anymore. Or at least they didn't. Ink and Iron leaves Long Beach after this year, 2015.
Yeah, get that.
Yeah.
Get that toy dog.
So apparently they haven't done it since 2015. So, but yeah, I remember they left. That was fucking cool, man. You have listened to any good music lately? In your Spotify?
Hamilton.
Look what you did, Slunk.
Slunk
What you
did it.
did.
He said the magic word.
I was gonna ask you Edgar about what's your favorite car, but I know you don't care about cars. Like, does
Uh,
it take me from point A to point B? It's unmatched.
I like Chevys too. A Chevy Astrovan. That's it's a good van right there.
It's a good van.
I think we talked about
My-
it before. Do Chevy Astrovans are still made?
No.
My friend, again, the guy who's working on my car, his mom used to pick us up in middle school with I think it was an Astro van, but it was like the first time I had ever been in a car with working air conditioning. So I love that van. That was like luxurious, dude. I was so cold inside there on a hot fucking summer day. What?
I just like to sadly announce that they only made these cars from 1985 to 2005.
Oh.
R.I.P.
Also,
Astrovan.
fuck the GMC Safari. Well, I don't fuck with the GMC Safari. I'm all about the Chevy Astrovan.
It's the same thing, just with GMC in front of it.
Whoa, settle down. One goes to Safari, one goes to Astro. All right.
Well,
Goes
it's
to
kind of
space.
it was kind of frustrating, right? Cause like it was like such a practical vehicle, but you were not a man if you drove one, right?
I love
Are
this
we
stuff,
are we
man.
over that? Are we over that? Are we in 2020 still men if we drive a minivan?
Do these even sell minivans though?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
got like I just looked at 221 Honda Odyssey,
Go give me a
Toyota Sienna,
Go give me a Caravan.
Kia Sedona,
Is that still
Dodge
around? Toyota Caravan,
the Grand Caravan.
Grand Caravan.
Just
Yeah.
yeah, man.
Let me look up
2021 Toyota Sienna minivan.
Oh yeah, let me see that. Let's see.
Just son. That's exactly what you think it is. All right, so getting back to your question, my dream car right now practically would probably be like a Subaru. That'd be nice to get. It's
Subaru.
kind of
Subaru.
like hatchback. It's spacious. It's not too expensive. It can go off the road a little bit, and go
Mhm.
camping in it. I think it's a cool car. I really like those a lot. And I just now when I've been car shopping because I'm just doing it. I'll look at the pictures and I'm like, oh my god, their interface is so modern. Like there's like screens and but like I'm gonna have Bluetooth built in. Like I don't have to have a dongle and it's got maps and apps and I'm like,
How's
spoiled,
this
dude.
possible? It's like
My shit is not like a LED. It's like a little screen that's like falling apart. Like like somebody punched it at one point.
This is what you want, Frank?
Dude, my fucking car has a CD player that plays MP3s.
and you love
Bitch,
it.
you can put like 300 songs on a CD and fucking road trip like a motherfucker. Like,
I never understood that. I never understood how to make that. And then I realized I never had an MP3 player.
Yeah.
Like, years down the line.
I got an MP3 player in my car, homie.
So right here, Slunk, I'm sharing the screen. Every fucking photo on this site has nothing but like action adventure shots. Like it's out somewhere fucking going fast, has bikes on top, kayaking out in the woods.
Yeah, that's it,
It's-
man.
it's-
That's my pretend life right there.
It's nothing but this. Like mirrors and shit. My pretend life.
Mhm.
Here you go,
Mhm.
Slunk.
There it is. Oh, so much porn for me right there.
Oh, here you go.
And the
Yeah.
Crosstech's like their cheapest like car, I think. Well, no, the Impreza is, but this is like their cheapest little hatchback. I want to say.
I just want to see the inside stuff if there's any like in the video. Oh, it's on the big on screen.
There it is. You see that? Look at that! Look at that! Look how modern that looks. Pause it. Look
trying
at
to-
all these buttons. I literally have like 3 buttons on the left of the steering wheel and like 2 on the right.
You're flying
Like
a
2
fucking
knobs.
spaceship. Look, what is all this?
Yeah. There's a screen on top of
Goddamn.
the screen. There's 2 screens.
This is a fucking Astro van.
I know. So yeah, dig it. I'm gonna have. It's gonna be weird to have a modern car with like backup cameras and shit.
Are they gonna do a close up?
Yeah, it's got manual transmission.
Wait, manual?
Thank you all so
Hey,
much for
Mr.
being my
Naked, thank you
friend.
so much for subbing
Thank you,
with that Jeff
Yeah.
Bezos monies. Taking it from him and giving it to us.
Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Let's see.
That's
So,
how
yeah.
it goes.
That's a
That's how-
Subaru.
What kind of car would you guys suggest I get to replace my 2007 Honda Civic Si?
2007?
Yeah. Yep.
I thought it was older.
Well,
I
No,
felt like it
bought
was like a 2004, 2003, you know?
Well, you get the year is they sell it the year before the year is named, right? It's like so if you get a 2007, you bought it in 2006. What's my budget?
Yeah, what's your budget? Because that changes everything.
Well, I wanna spend no more than 24 maybe.
Easy.
You want a brand
22?
new or certified used?
I'll buy certified used for sure.
Having bought a used car at Enterprise, RIP. Enterprise or Hertz, whatever I got my car. One of those that just isn't around anymore.
What do you? Yeah.
I bought a Nissan Rogue, and I've had one problem that the battery died on me so far, and it's a year and a half now that I've had this. 2 years. I haven't had to think about anything fucking up on it. It's like just that clear conscience until something fucks up, and I'm like, oh no, everything's gonna mess up on me.
That is a nice feeling when you don't have to worry like, is something gonna break within the next 2 months? Because that's a fucked up feeling when you're driving like, oh, what was that sound? Okay, I'm still good. Keep going.
When I was still on my Forerunner, the gas needle didn't go up. It would only show when it was empty. Like,
oh no!
Or when you're running low, I guess. So I'm like, I'm good. I don't gotta worry until that fucking light turns on. The car, like truck, was also overheating. So when I was driving, I would always have to look at the temperature, and I'm like just on the freeway, and I'm like, let me look down. All right, we're good. Let me look up. We're fine. And then like 10 minutes go by. Nah, let me go. Okay, we're good. We're fine. We're good. It's that. And I was like just doing it subconsciously. I wasn't doing it because like, oh my god, it's like, let me just check it. Okay, we're good. We're fine.
It's crazy how having a car with problems fills your life with anxiety. Like you're dealing with this simple thing in a car that doesn't work or might not work because you've been ignoring a problem or you can't afford to fix it or whatever. And every time you get in it, you're like, is this the day I'm going to be stranded on the freeway, you know? Because you drive by and you see people stranded on the freeway and you're like, that dumb motherfucker didn't take care of his car. But one day...
I feel bad for the dudes on the side, dude. I'm like, and especially if it's hot, and I'm like, damn, that's fucked up.
Yep.
You know, I keep on going.
But I'm not going to stop. But that's fucked up.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not going to stop. Nobody ever does. Bunch of buttholes. Yeah, so it's a very stressful thing. Like you can't. Yeah, how you gonna fucking? It's just so stressful, man. So yeah, I need a car that's not gonna have problems. Stick shift. No, I can't go back to having a stick shift car because the problem always is. Oh,
no one knows.
Why don't you drive? Yeah, why don't you drive it? Or I'll take your car. Can you drive stick shift? No. Well, there goes our plan.
Why do you have a stick shift? Like that's fucking we fucking horse and carriage too. What's going on there?
I
like stick shift. I like stick shift until I'm in traffic, and then in traffic or going up a hill in traffic. But
I've never. Maybe I got used to it.
You enjoy the mini games you guys play? Fucking all right, first gear, second gear, then okay, back to first gear, okay, back to second, all right, back to neutral. Let me wiggle this shit in neutral for a little bit.
and that's if your transmission is good. Yeah, when that's fucked up, like the van, I'm like, all right, gotta wiggle it. All right, now it's in first. you gotta slightly lower it to. All right, boop, it's in.
Let's see, Mr. Licker in the chat going, mine is stick, and my next car definitely is gonna be an automatic. You see?
Yeah.
No one knows how to drive this anymore. Was that one of the questions in Jackbox? How many people know how to use manual?
Shift.
From this Friday?
How many people know how to use stick shift? I'm just putting this into Google and see what we got.
Carlota says she had a Toyota Celica that wouldn't pass 40 miles per hour. You can't drive it on the freeway. That's so funny. So you would floor it, and it would just never go past 40.
Unless going downhill.
No, no. It's like the car was like, no.
You
So,
obey the
okay,
laws.
I
What
have-
do I do
I have a question
here?
about that. Right
Go
after
for
I
it.
finish reading your comment, this says windshield wipers didn't work, no AC, and internal lights didn't work. So would it drive normally? Like, did you ramp up normally, but then right when you hit 40, it was like nah, or did, or you like slamming the gas, like slowly? You're like always trying to start the car in sixth gear. Like, what was going on? Oh man,
It just went
Yeah.
from first to sixth. There's nothing else.
the fucking
R-
car
r-
just slams at 40.
Oh man.
Going back
That's-
to good. I was just gonna say, going back to looking up how many people know how to drive stick. This is from driversed.com. That feels pretty reliable, right?
Yeah, I go to there for all my drivers.
U.S. News and World Report says as few as 18% of Americans can actually drive a manual transmission vehicle. 18%. It could
Yeah.
it could barely drive at 18 and fucking
18%. That's actually higher than I thought. That'd be a lot less.
Almost 20%.
I thought
Yeah,
I
so-
thought it was like 30, 40.
Yeah, so I'm definitely gonna get a automatic, at least one that has like the hybrid thing where you can
Oh,
switch.
the Sportmatic
Maybe
or clutch to shift.
maybe.
Those are fun.
So weird.
If you get paddle
But-
shifters, those are fun.
Yeah. Cause that's how race cars are, right?
Yeah, paddle
Like in
shifters.
F1.
The Ran steering. Fucking cool.
Yeah. So that's my dream car can get me into adventures. That's the idea. It's the idea, especially with the bike rack on top, man.
So, like
That's
a
so cool.
so a hatchback station wagon, but no like big SUV, right?
No, I don't really want a gigantic fat car.
Okay. Yeah, let's see. Loser.
I was about to say, I think for like the Rogue, that's pretty like as big as I wanted to go. I just wanted to be elevated because that's how most of my vehicles have been. The only one I had was like a Ford Taurus, which is low to the ground, and I'm like,
And the Sentra.
and the Sentra.
Remember the white Sentra?
I barely remember
the one.
it.
I remember it because the one we had at the parking lot. We were getting back from I think a movie or something, and it wouldn't start. It would start, but then it would turn off. We're like, what the fuck? And then start, and then turn off. We're like, huh? Let me call my brother. I called my brother, and I was like, what kind of car is it? Oh, Sentra. Oh, like your other one? Yeah. All right. Pop the hood. All right. Time to start it. Okay. Do you have anything hard? Like what? Like anything metal? And then it was like, I think we have a jack. Get the jack. Now see that part right there? I'm like, which part? Next to the this. I'm like, yeah. Hit it. The fuck? Trust me, just hit it. I'm like, all right. Bing. He goes, I'll tell you to turn the car. Turned on perfectly.
It's like, what kind of
Tur-
fucking mechanic wizardry is this?
Yeah, and
Yeah,
I asked him
kinda
like, what the
cool.
fuck? He goes, well, basically that Sentra's, there's a basically like a valve that allows airflow in, but it has a tendency to get stuck. So the engine would turn on, and then the valve would get stuck, so no more air goes in and turns off. So by hitting it, you just loosened it up. So then they would turn on, and the valve would work perfectly. Airflow would work fine. I'm like, huh, cool. Thanks, bro. All right, let's go.
Amazing.
But ask him how to connect the Wi-Fi to his TV. He has no idea how to do that.
We all take in and can put out technology differently, you know.
That's true. No, he's brilliant mechanic. Technology wise and stuff.
Yeah.
He's calling me for that.
Cause he has his fucking passwords on post-it notes. You know, I want to learn cars. I feel. Hey, what's up, Jelly? I feel kind of like not like a part of my manliness is in question
Why?
because I don't know cars that well. Like I know,
But you know how to
pretty
change the
well.
oil. You know how to change a tire. You know how to change the air filter. Like stuff like that. Like just the fact that you know that.
I
counts for
can
a lot.
Google the air filter. I can change the tire. Oh, I've never changed my own oil.
Nope.
But yeah, so
It's
you
not
know,
fun. especially if you don't have like a lift and you have to do it. You get to get under the car to drain it. Also, it's not fun.
I've had issues with my car where I'll lift my hood and I'm like, I'm smart. I can figure this. I can just look at it and I can probably see the problem. And I'm like, no.
Oh, you mean the thing everyone
No.
does that opens the hood like, I'm gonna figure this out, and you're over there. I have no idea what I'm looking at.
Exactly.
So it sounds like you guys grew up like tinkering, like you guys messed around with things and like
Yeah.
So that's the thing is like put like tinkering or arts and crafts or just shit like you have to like put together. I was just never good at. So I was like, I don't want to learn this thing because I know I'm gonna fuck it up. 'Cause I'm the one that gonna have the guy fucking the explosion in a garage because I put gas in the starter. What? You're supposed to put it. People told me to put.
That's like when people tell you to push Alt F4. Yeah,
Like, put gas in the radiator. Why? I don't know. People say to put gas in the radiator.
What the?
That's not where the gas goes. You
No.
just pour it on.
What's the? I forgot what it is, but it's the like big. It was a big like cylinder thing in like older cars.
Big cylinder thing.
Yeah, so it's just like a big flat like cylinder thing, almost like a big flat pancake. It was like just go like that, imagine like a
big
cheese
pan.
wheel. Yeah, like a pan.
Was that an air filter? It was like a.
Air intake?
I know what you're talking about.
Air intake.
I think it was.
And then like you take off the lid and it's like this big
yeah,
fucking
big ass filter thing, and you take that out.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
so that like there's times that you're supposed to put like a little bit of gas in there, like as you're starting. I'm like, okay, like, if you guys, this is up to you guys. Like people that who are working on the car, like I don't know, I'm trusting you guys more than myself.
Yeah.
It's supposed to.
Well, that's kind of what I want. That's kind of what my car would be then. That'd be like the car that I can that could like mess around with, so I could learn. And if I
You're
break
not worried
it,
to fuck stuff up, right?
I can still go to work because I have my car, you know. Yeah. But it's just that's just what it is. I just want to be a man.
Jelly
Yeah.
Hibby was a mechanic for six yeets. Look at that. Guess for 6 years. That's crazy. That's like just having that, saying that for like 6 years. Like I was in a job for 6 years, and I'm like, holy shit, that's like a long like that's so much like knowledge in there for that's gonna be useful like as you move on. And right now, like that knowledge that I had for like that job, and then going forward, like none of that helps me moving forward. Like none of that knowledge like sticks with me to like help me in life later on.
Yeah.
You got tired of that stuff? Oh yeah, I feel you. I feel there.
Yeah. Get it the QA world and how does that help you? I don't know, make an omelet.
This egg doesn't look proper. All right.
The way this egg cracked did not fit my needs. Take it out. Get a new egg.
Yeah, new egg. Our sponsor for today.
Hashtag not an ad.
I can't wait to build my next PC.
What I'm about to say. Moving on to our next thing. What you do? What have you guys been up to? I can go real quick so you guys come up with an answer.
Okay.
Yesterday, I sat down with my dad to watch the Netflix show of Maradona. The one that he goes down to Mexico. I'll talk about that later on. But it was just cool to chill with my dad for a bit. Like we're in the house all the time, but we don't really hang out, right? It's because I'm in my room and I'm on the computer and I'm doing other things, and I leave my room whenever I have to like leave my room to do something. And I usually like I try to like make time for him to go and spend time with him. And this week it was I'm gonna go sit down and watch this thing because it's been a while since I've really hung out and like chilled with him.
Oh, it's like Edwin and I.
You're in the same house, but you don't do things, right?
Yeah, we don't do anything. I remember when I first moved in here, we would go on walks together, and I think everybody thought we were a gay couple.
Aww.
Yeah.
And then you'd kiss him and be like, "What? What happened?"
There goes the neighborhood. Yeah. So it was.
Slug was the bottom.
Wow.
I always have to remember what. I always get mixed up with what's bottom and top.
You have to use your imagination a little
It's
bit.
like, okay, bottom
Got
here,
it.
top here. Wait.
Okay.
But I'm like, but is it bottom like you're both sitting, or is it like bottom like you're both laying down? It's like I have to make sense of it, you know. Where
You
is?
want to swing?
Huh?
What's the gravity like in your room? Like, is it really a bottom? Are you in outer space? Is bottom relative?
Yeah, bottom,
Uh,
bottom is relative because you're sitting down, right? You're sitting on the. Let's say you're sitting like regularly on the edge of a bed. You're like
Mhm.
you're in a chair, so
Yeah.
so that's the person on bottom if someone sits on top of you. But like if you're pounding and you're going to town and you're on top, are you the bottom? Are you the wait? So what is the scenario of being on bottom or top?
Well, and then in Australia, where you spin the other opposite way, are you?
Well, right there,
No?
you're either a didgeridoo or a didgeridon'ts, like right. What are we
Um,
talking about?
your dad and watching TV with him.
Oh yeah, it's just a good time watching the Maradona thing with him.
That's good. Um, I started packing. I mean, it's kind of my physical activity. You know, we went and dropped off our down payment, and so we got some apartments coming. We just got the in 3 weeks. We're gonna get the keys and move in.
So were you,
Got a
were you saying that you think you started too early packing?
what is this? December 8th, and the move-in date is the 26th. Maybe, maybe. But I hate, I hate, I hate packing. I hate moving, and I like it, but I hate it, right? Because it ends up being so much work and time and effort. Like you're making a lot of decisions about what you're gonna throw away, what you're gonna keep, and what you need to buy. And like sometimes I just want to get a gasoline and just go and just start over. But yeah. So I'm kind of in the process of that. Carla came to visit me today, and she's like, "Oh, you have a lot of stuff," and I'm like, "Yeah, I'm pretty good at like putting it in places, so it doesn't look like a lot, but as soon as you put it on a pile in the living room, it's like, whoa, shit,
Like this is a
this is a
mountain of
lot.
shit.
Yeah. So I'm gonna get rid of a bunch of stuff. I'm just gonna get rid of stuff. I'm gonna try to sell some stuff. I'm gonna try to give some stuff away. I'm gonna throw stuff away. Like I'm trying to minimize my properties. You guys ever watch that minimalism movie
No.
No.
or the minimalism philosophy? Like you only own 6 things.
6 things.
Yeah, yeah. Or it was either 6 things or 6 pieces of clothing, something like that. Like that's it.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah. No.
yeah.
I think ID's one. Right. We're already fucked here. All right.
I gotta rewatch it.
Social security card 2. Birth certificate 3. All right. Fuck.
Well, crap.
I'm running out of things quick.
I'm misquoting it. I'm 100% sure. I'm off.
Oh, I'm just like taking the pistachio slunk.
Oh. But yeah, like have less stuff. I'd like to have less things. So I'm trying to minimize a bit. Trying to make some decisions. And it's hard, man. It's hard. Hard not
Well,
to
yeah,
get packed right.
especially when you have like years of shit and you're like, this is important. This will be extremely important to
I'm-
me down the line. And then you see it fucking down the
It's-
line right now at Slug's point. You're
Yeah.
like, what is this thing? why
Yeah.
do I have this?
I understand that. I hate because I'm for some things I'm like, nah, throw it away. I don't care. Well, I just buy a new one. But for other things I'm like, no. Who knows? I might need it. I might need it, like you said, like down the line, a year from now, and then like I said, never use it. Now it's in the garage or in the office or somewhere on top of something else, and then you accidentally run into it like a year later, like, huh? Why do I have you again? But I might need you, so I'm gonna keep you here again.
That's a great question.
Yeah.
Are Blu-rays obsolete?
No.
Would you?
I'm taking Blu-rays, DVDs as like one entity, and I think they
Or
are.
CD? What about music
Like
CD?
like my fucking old school DVD collection that I haven't played a DVD since. 'Cause-
Okay, but okay. But for let's say movies that you really like that aren't streaming anywhere, or you have to, you know what, you're gonna have to pay extra to say it's only streaming on Hulu. Like, might as well just have it and play it. Like for Harry Potter for the longest was only on TV with the for a marathon, but it wasn't any streaming for a while. So I ended up buying the Blu-rays, and now whenever we want it, like we just pop it in and watch it. We did that like I think 2 weeks ago.
But I think that's
For
far in few between. Like Harry Potter's like one of the series I like, but I'm not gonna go out and buy Shawshank Redemption, which is a fucking great movie,
mm-hmm.
right? It's like I'm not gonna go buy Euro Trip, and like, oh this fucking class. I'm not gonna keep that around. Just throw that away.
I guess
mean, and Harry Potter's on one of the streaming networks.
it was on HBO Max for a bit, but now it's gone, and I think it's gonna move to NBC, Peacock, their streaming service eventually. Not sure.
Peacock.
But all right, Edgar, but you lost the internet for what, like 2 weeks? How are you able to stream stuff? Like, let's say you want to watch something on your TV. Not would you do?
I was just doing it on my phone. I still had Disney Plus on my phone. So, like that's why I went out through all the Star Wars movie. I went through the whole fucking marathon except for 2 Spider-Man movies, and like I love the MCU. I don't have one fucking movie from the MCU.
Do I? Yeah, I love the MCU. Do I have any MCU?
Yeah, I think we're grasping onto like that last bit of what was before streaming services and now, right? Because most stuff I watch and enjoy doesn't even come out on DVD, or at least like it comes out on streaming and hard copy.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not gonna bother to get the hard copy, right? Because I've already watched it on my streaming service. And yeah, stuff gets moved around, but at one point or another, you almost have almost all the popular streaming services, for one show or another. And there's just so much good content that there are classics like Born in East LA. I can't find that digital anywhere,
Oh man.
And sometimes I want to watch Born in East LA, but I can't.
Like, the only reason I see like to keep specifically like Blu-rays is that you love the detail of the movie. Like you love the visuals of the movie. You have like your whole setup. You have your fucking 85-inch projector, fucking badass TV, and fucking awesome. You have a home theater in your house. All right, I'll put on a fucking Blu-ray for that, And because Blu-rays are better than getting streamed, like the quality of it. And that's like the main reason I see it thriving. That people aren't gonna give that part of it up until streaming services become fucking the best thing out there, which is not that far from becoming that.
Not at all. I mean, I don't even know if most Blu-ray players that people have are even 4K. I don't even know if most Blu-ray movies are even in 4K. So you're already not getting the highest quality Blu-ray. And on top of that, if you really want the digital copy of something and it's not on streaming, you can probably buy it digitally, watch it digitally. So it's like the same idea, except you're not hauling around a case of DVDs, trying to take care of them, trying to store them, trying to.
I have like the old school like case of DVDs on here, right under my feet. So it keeps up my PS4. I'll show you right now.
Yeah, what do you got? What do you got? Okay, go ahead. Yeah, but Sluck, the thing is, yeah, you could say you bought it online, right? But some places, like say you bought it from Apple TV, you have it. So you supposedly you bought it full price, $20, right?
Yeah.
But then they lose either the licensing for something because you're not really ever really purchasing it. They could take that away. That's a problem when you do it.
Does that ever really happen?
It's happened on Apple. I know it has. I don't know if it's happened on Amazon yet.
I mean, I would definitely want to like investigate that because I've bought a bunch of movies on Google Play and I've even gotten free ones. I used to give free ones away all the time, and I don't think I've lost a single one.
It's not common, but it's happened.
Dude, and then on the Google Play movie thing, I can add people to my family, and everybody can watch the same movie. So everybody's like buying movies on their own, and it just goes to the library, and you can watch what somebody else bought.
I think I'm part of the family slunk, right?
I think.
Wait a
so.
minute. Wait a minute.
Yeah, you're not paying family. Get out here. So,
I thought we like Fast and the Furious.
my brother used to be a DJ back in the day, and he used to have he had to carry all his equipment in all these different cases, and it was like the super long one to have his turntable and mixer and all that shit. But there was the one to keep all his CDs and cassettes and shit. So he had this.
Jesus.
So now this is just. So
It's just a
you
footrest.
see the felt of it, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's like the DJ felt from back in the day. So
And all DJ equipment was kept in that.
it's like
What's
fucking
in it now?
like a fucking treasure chest.
Let's see what's in
Here.
there.
My cable's in the way.
Jeez.
It's a beast, dude. We got, let's see, Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels right there. Backwards.
Good movie.
Oh,
I like-
here you go, Slunk, just for you. We got a little bit of Spaceballs.
Baseball. That was a
Good
one.
movie.
And there's also a bunch of old school CDs I used to have. I used to get fucking CDs back in the day.
Yeah, I think Carla got rid of all her CDs.
But yeah, what am I gonna do with this? There's this is done.
Watch him.
Hey, Slunk,
Yeah.
I got a Born He's still right there.
Oh, my-
There
I'll
it
buy
is.
that off you.
We know what you're getting for Christmas.
I just want one DVD.
Just burn it for him though. Don't give him the original.
We got the Don't Try This at Home, the Steve-O video volume 2. I used to be really big into Jackass and Bam and all that stuff.
Oh wow.
This
I
you
used
can't find.
I used to rip my DVDs. I had a huge collection of ripped DVDs, and I think people still do that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they'll have a media server. Just rip all.
Edgar, do you happen to have Dogma?
In here?
Yeah, because that's one of the movies that it's not streaming anywhere. They're not doing a remaster for it. And
He's
it's
like,
kinda...
that's one of the movies I let you borrow and I can't find it. Do you have Dogma in there? Is it mine?
Nothing in here. But I do have
Aw.
Jackass number 2 unrated. See? Right there? See?
Oh my! How controversial is that shit? Right now, it's just on YouTube.
It's like whatever.
It's just whatever. I also used to buy you go down to the laundromat, you see the person selling DVDs and shit outside.
Of course.
So I just pick up whatever was there. We got Cheaper by the Dozen 2. I don't think I ever saw it because I don't think it worked.
Oh wow.
Let's see.
Dude,
There's some garbage. in
I
there.
remember downloading fucking cam videos of releases as they came out, and watching a movie from the perspective of somebody recording it.
With people's heads walking by.
Yeah, yeah.
It
That shit was
took me
awful,
a second
man.
to realize cam videos. The fucking we were recording. Okay.
Yeah, they sneak it in in their jacket. And they fucking record
Dude, I
And then you
remember.
hear the shuffling of everything. I love it.
Dude. We were. It was just desperate times, and you were broken.
Yeah. And then you get half a movie or missing scenes because
Dude. But it was better than nothing, and it was it was like you were home. You didn't have to go and do anything. It was the magic. It was the magic of Netflix before Netflix came out.
We
That's
understood
like-
streaming back then.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure, man. That's all it was about. If I could just open a program and just type in what I want to watch and hit enter, that's way better than, don't get me wrong, the aesthetics of having a wall full of records and a nice little hi-fi record player with your hi-fi headphones, that looks cool as fuck.
Oh yeah.
But I don't want to move that shit. Once it's in that, once I buy a house and build the listening room, that's it. We're never moving or selling this house.
We have Mana on there. We just.
Man, nah.
I'm just gonna stick over here. You guys keep on going. I'm just gonna
Yeah, you're going down the stall.
This is what only reason to have DVDs and CDs for. Is you can go and go. I remember that, and then you put it away,
And not watch it.
and then you. and then that's gonna happen one more time in 5 years. Great footstool.
It looks like a
So
wonderful
comfy.
footstool.
I actually put it on the. That's where I have my PS4 because I remember. I think it was Slug said that it was too. The PS4 would come across on the mic because it's on the same table. So I put it like on the ground underneath the table on top of this.
Yeah, I used to make your mic vibrate.
Zzz.
Yeah, it will shake the whole table.
Let's
Your
Oh
see.
shit.
man.
Mr. Laker
Yeah,
says,
then-
"Do you have Faces of Death?" No, that's internet.
Excellent.
Shit. Oh, get us in with 100 bits.
Woo!
Yeah.
Yeah, to me, Faces with Death was always that was an internet thing for me. Like I don't think I ever saw a tape of it. Probably
I saw-
was.
I saw-
There's probably tapes of it, but
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that tape.
Same here.
that E Bombs World.
E-Bombs World.
Man, E-Bombs World. Oh, I can't. It just I always wonder where the internet's gonna go next. You know, like we have nostalgia about early, like in our early 2000s. You know, high school, college.
Do you think that people in the future are gonna have nostalgia like we did? Because everything just moves so fast nowadays.
I don't know. That's a good question because you forget stuff really easily too, and you get like such a bombardment of information. Other shit just gets pushed out. I don't know.
Because like, are they gonna be like, man? I remember back in the day, there used to be like this TikTok star. Holy shit, looking, they were so good. Whatever happened to
Remember that one
yeah.
challenge?
Remember that one challenge? Yeah, there you go. It's gonna be nothing but the nostalgia posts are gonna be nothing but remember this TikTok star? This is them now, and it's like some ridiculous shit.
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to imagine. Like, there's got to be something.
Because right now, I feel like the nostalgia is going into like the early 2000s. Like the people are going, "Oh yeah, I remember this. Oh yeah, I remember that. Remember Green Day, guys."
Wait a minute.
Yeah,
Wait a minute.
You guys remember MP3 players on your computer? You would have like different skins and stuff.
On Winamp?
Winamp, yeah. Visualizers. Remember fucking visualizers? Man, I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna be nostalgic about. They're gonna be nostalgic about PlayStation 5, or they're gonna be or 4. They're gonna be nostalgic about Call of Duty, or I don't know. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to fucking think.
I guess
what they're-
Fortnite, if it never dies, like, God, dude, remember when Fortnite did that event that was fucking ridiculous? Dude, I saw that shit too.
Travis Scott.
But the thing is, like, you could go back to it now on YouTube, like, so like, is the nostalgia gonna hit as hard as it? Because like right now we're seeing nostalgia because we're seeing the old school pictures of shit from back in the day going onto YouTube. Like when we watch old school commercial, it was like, oh yeah, and then it just triggers like all these fucking memories. People don't watch commercials anymore, so like,
Oh, that's right.
Well, things came in seasons too,
Yeah.
and like in essence, our culture was programmed by TV, and now there is no season for anything. It's just everything all the time.
Watch a rerun. Get that shit out of here. New shit only.
Yeah.
The only rerun is when I choose to watch a rerun. You don't tell me when to watch a rerun.
Yeah. Exactly. So they're like canceling Peanuts, Christmas Peanuts, right? Are they not showing that this year?
Well, because Apple bought the rights, but there was such a backlash. They're gonna show it, but only like what they did the Thanksgiving one, and they're gonna do the Christmas one, but like just I think once. That's it.
It took my
And if you want to keep streaming, you have to do it on Apple Plus or Apple TV or whatever the hell it is.
Yeah, but
They bought it
like
for a
nobody,
shitload of money.
but everybody who's young doesn't give a shit. They're like,
Yeah, I'm like whatever.
I'm not gonna fucking watch that. That shit's like, look at the anime.
That's the only thing I know. Doesn't he fight like a giant pumpkin?
Pumpkin.
Yeah.
Charlie Brown
So-
fans upset? Who liars?
Well, how many?
Oh yeah, all 5 of them are upset.
Yeah, it's funny too when people get upset about shit like that. It's like, oh, I'm upset. It's like you're not a fan. You don't have like pictures of it on your wall at home
Like,
or memorabilia.
Yeah, where were you when all these fucking peanut shit was coming out? And you're like, nah, I'm good. What? They're canceling it? Fuck you and fuck whoever you belong to, you pieces of shit. How could you do this to me? Me specifically?
Ruining my childhood. You had your childhood. You can't ruin something that already happened. You're ruining it.
Ruining it.
How can you ruin your childhood when you're an adult?
Ruined.
You're ruining my
Ruined.
childhood.
Like, you can still go back and watch it. I don't have it. I only watched it Christmas Day on Channel 7.
We did. We had Coco. The only time my daddy ever held me.
Not the daddy
So-
issues. No.
Yeah. So it, you know. What were we talking about? How did we get on this? Movies, owning stuff, Apple.
I was talking about watching Netflix with my dad. You were talking about moving, and we talked about the DVDs, and
And Percy, what have you been doing?
Listen to you guys.
Hey, how'd you like those? How'd you like those baked goods that Carla made?
They
She
were
promised you guys.
delicious.
Yeah.
And once I gotta make you guys some meats
Yeah.
because those were good, really good.
Yeah. It better be some good meats.
what you got, Percy?
I got some cheesecake. What was it? Cheesecake velvet, swirls, and some chocolate chip brownies. Delicious. And
the
they
chocolate, the
Oh, go
chocolate
ahead.
chip brownies were dairy free.
were they? All
They
of them?
had
I thought
no
it was
dairy.
just the bottom ones.
No, all of them.
Well, they were delicious because I ate a bunch of those,
delicious.
and I ate a bunch of
Yeah.
the other ones. Everything was looking good.
Retroactively, they're not delicious anymore.
Oh, yeah. Well, once I found that, wait, they're not dairy. Get it? They don't taste it.
Colocha putting
Are
in
you-
50 bits for Carlos Brownie. Thank you so much, Colocha.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
really good.
I'm glad you liked them. I'm glad you did.
Slunk worked super hard on them.
No, I didn't do
It's like
anything.
slaved over
I
the
didn't even
kitchen.
drive them there. Carla drove. I didn't do anything. I was just there.
You third wheeled it.
Yeah.
Slugs that to look pretty.
I was there looking pretty. I was.
And here's Slunk.
Ta-ta, ta-ta. Give a little
You
jig.
know, razzle dazzle.
Yeah.
Oh, dinner and a show.
Yeah, they were good too. I have one piece of pumpkin cheesecake left.
Okay.
So I've been eating so many like delicious
Treats.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Kill is in with 100 bits saying he is pretty. God, I forgot where I saw that. Where it was like three people having a conversation, and someone just said it was like talking about like two of them talking about something, and the third one just says like something random, and the two say to the third one, "Oh, you're so pretty. You're so."
I don't know. Yeah. So you owe us meats.
Mm-hmm.
What else? What else did we do? Trying to think.
I forgot you had the crutches, by the way. Thank you for
Yeah.
returning those. Those crutches have been through a lot.
Yeah, it was the crutch life for about a couple days.
I completely
But
forgot you had them.
I did the Alex Honnold thing, and we'll get to it when we get to the what you're watching part of this fun conversation. But yeah, man, I was. Everybody's like, "Why are you walking? Why are you riding your bike?" And I'm like, "I need to. This is part of my recovery." And I did. I rode my bike. I rode it carefully, but I rode my bike, and I started to walk around, and I recovered quickly. I don't know where that drive went. I was fucking determined to get better.
I need to get better.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I always have like this thing in my head, like if you baby a wound or sprain too much, then like it'll heal. It'll be too stiff, I don't know. Like there's
But then-
therapy, right? You gotta start moving it at some point.
Yeah,
You gotta oil up that joint, you gotta make sure.
But But you
Every
can't
time
just
you do
jump
the-
in it right away and be like, I got this, and then
It
you
was like
fuck
about a
yourself up even
week.
more.
About a week, I was on my bike again. I was going slow, but I want that sound effect, the Tin Man, when she puts the oil. And what was that? Like, is that an actual thing that people use for stuff? Like, what the fuck was that dispenser?
Some guys just an oil can, right?
Yeah.
And you would,
Oil can.
it made that sound. Like, I've never seen one. Like outside of the Tin Man scene. I was like, did they stop using those like in the 40s? Like maybe, I don't know.
Let's see. I want to see.
But I just
Or not?
I think I've seen them like in cartoons.
Yeah, right
There
there.
it is.
Oh shit! I think I watched stream. My bad. Okay, yeah.
What are these? These are fucking.
See that one we used to have. House.
Is Texaco still a thing?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Let's see. We'll find an oil can of ASMR. There you go, Slink.
There you go. You love it.
Man, it is a little ASMR-y, that sound. Look at this guy.
So
Can you hear it? I can hear it.
I hear him moving around.
Yeah.
that's so weird.
This only can produce.
Here he comes. Here he comes.
Uh,
No,
That's not the sound
I want the main.
No, I
Where's the
don't
main
want-
event?
Come on.
just teasing you at this point.
You asshole. I said, we power.
Give me the.
You know what you want.
He's just hitting. You're just tapping it. Is that here it
oh.
is. Here it is.
You fuck!
No, God damn it.
He's not gonna do it. Stop giving this guy watch time. You leave a comment. You dick. Push the button.
Push the thing!
Just push it.
It's 47 minutes of this, I just realized.
Oh man. Oh, there it is.
Ah! It's like a Snapple cap.
Yeah,
is.
it is like a Snapple cap.
Alright,
Exactly.
fuck that. Let's go fucking Snapple caps. With all the P's.
That's a super like
Yeah.
mania thing, right?
It's Matt,
Doing that.
and in this video,
That's a what thing?
I will be doing.
Mania, like a habit,
Oh, yeah.
Tick.
like a tick. There you go.
Yeah. Make that happen.
Yeah, I would fucking, if I was ever drinking a Snapple, that would be in my hand. It's so weird, right?
That's
Little fucking
great.
Weird habits.
I
Yeah.
love this. We're weird.
That's
Yeah, the weird parts of the internet don't seem as weird.
Sherry, can you do this? Rolling with the homie.
We have Marnie Art. Let's see, Marnyard Cat following. Thank you so much, Marnyard Cat. We appreciate that.
Hey!
It was a Snapple. It was a Snapple.
That's Marnie. She was, I don't know if I haven't been to the Blind Donkey in a while, but she was a
Donkey.
bartender.
Love Donkey.
Yeah. So she just started streaming. Welcome to Z Twitch.
Welcome, welcome.
Welcome.
Don't play copyrighted music and you'll be fine.
Dude, I missed the trivia nights. Wait, we were terrible, but we were great. Like,
We got robbed at one time. Still
Right.
say it.
Yeah.
We got
What
robbed.
was it? It was like we were in first or second, like the whole time. And went out to
Right.
ninth. Like had the last
Yeah,
round.
one question. It was like, how the fuck did we drop so many? What? We suck at this. We're amateurs.
It's okay.
Good times.
We'll have redemption when I make you guys do trivia again soon.
Dude, that
Wait.
shit was fun. That was
That
like
was fun.
they had comedy nights, they had trivia nights. I mean, that's a whole lot whole lot of fun activities.
Only thing I don't
Go-
like about like I like that bar, but I just don't like coming night because I'm going out to talk to you guys, and I'm like, okay, we can't really do that with people going up and performing. Like I don't want to be rude and talk to you guys in this quiet ass room when this guy's giving a performance, giving his 5 minutes.
Oh yeah, no, comedy shows are different.
It's like
But-
I just want to talk. I want to see how you guys are doing.
Yeah,
Hey, had any airline food today? No one's had airline food.
So continuing on with our theme of just talking and getting your mind off the world out there. What's the next topic?
We have you having fun? What fun things are in your life? Right now, personally, I think I have a new love for video games again ever since I've taken a
Really?
break. And, well, back in the day at 2K, I didn't play when I was working at 2K as a tester. I wouldn't
Mhm.
play that many games at home because first I didn't have a system. I didn't have like any online, and it was enough for me. Like I'm fine. I'll play like the major games. I played Red Dead when it was out. I played Skyrim, but it wasn't a daily like I'm gonna go and play this fucking Castle Crashers and fucking Bomberman and shit like that. That was it back in the 360 days. But right now, I feel like that resurgence again of I'm excited to play like Cyberpunk. That's coming out soon, and I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm just gonna devote my time to this, and that's gonna be nothing but that. I've been playing Civ. I'm like, I found reason to play Civ again. I just want to like get some of the achievements just to get different ways of playing the game because I've been playing like the same way over and over. And like, I'm getting bored of this. Let's figure out another way to play.
Yeah.
And yeah, just a video game resurgence of like I just want to play different things. And like I think that's another reason I'm halfway into and out of Apex because Apex sort of like brought me out of that because I think I was doing pretty well with like Red Dead 2 and I was playing a lot of games, but just they were different type of games. But now with
Yeah.
like Apex is like you better fucking play Apex or you're fucked. You're not gonna be able to even maintain even some fun of it. But yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm feeling right now. Is just
Are you gonna be streaming this stuff? I think.
Cyberpunk. I think Cyberpunk I'm gonna stream, but that's gonna be just during the day. Because if I do that at night, and that's never gonna get done.
Yeah.
That's
No, I mean,
that's gonna be.
I thought-
Go for it.
yeah, I thought about picking up old games like Hassan, the streamer. He mentioned Stronghold, and I'm like, oh shit, I want to play Stronghold, and and I'll stream it. When we first started streaming, I was streaming some random ass games here and there. So I just don't have as much time for it. But yeah, maybe some weekends I'll pick up a random ass game like Stronghold and just play it while people watch. And the thing is, like, I used to worry about getting people to watch because it was like, oh, I gotta play something that people want to watch.
Please know you enjoy that. You're gonna have a good time interacting with, and it has some low time. Just like look at chat. Right, nothing's happening. All right, continue my own fucking thing.
Exactly. That's exactly it. That's why I'm gonna.
It's like,
I'm
are
gonna-
you gonna have fun playing Fortnite? You know, like the super popular game. Like maybe,
Yeah.
but I could play Stronghold. I choose to play Strong. Choose to play that rerun. It's not forced on me.
Having fun.
What about you guys? Where's the fun at?
Where's the fun at, Percy? Where's the fun at? Fake.
I don't know. Fun? I guess it was fun putting up the lights for Christmas this weekend. Although it's pretty sad I got tired quickly. But it's not fun, but it's funny when I'm like, oh, they put the tree up. It's gonna look great because we have this spiral light tree, so like it's flat, and then you expand it 7 foot tall. You put the pole in the middle, and it holds it up, and it looks like a spiral tree. It looks dope. I'm like, cool. Put that up. Put it up. Why is it? And I start looking. I'm like, oh no, it's so old that the plastic that holds the light tube is brittle. So the strings that make it look like a nice tree are not, like, the top look good, and it starts going down. It's just a twisted mess, and I'm like, Screw it, I already put it up. I'm gonna leave it. Whatever. It's gone through some stuff. I'll get a new one next year. And then I'm like, all right, so I put up the deer. And I'm like, all right, little deer here. I learned to freaking put spikes on it because of the wind. And I connected it. And I'm like, all right, awesome. I'm like, wait a minute. One of the deers is just dead. Just two little. Only had two little lights that worked. That's it.
It's like it's
And but this deer has been there forever, and like it used to move its head, right? No, it's just there, two lights, and I'm like, well, you're dead. Throw it in the trash. Well, I don't know if I'm supposed to throw it in the trash, but it's if I get in trouble, it's not in the trash, it's on the side. So there's only 3 deer left and a twisted tree. And hopefully I'm gonna wait till next year, once after Christmas, because that's when people, that's when stuff gets on sale for Christmas. And I'm gonna load up for next year because I want to make a nice winter wonderland in front. That's the one I really care about. I like Christmas decorating. That's my favorite. Someone else in this house likes Halloween, and that's cool and all, but I'd rather the Christmas. I'm a big Christmas. Oh, speaking of Christmas, natural tree or a fake tree? I'm always about natural.
Naturally fake tree. A fake tree that looks natural. That's a fake tree with pine smell on it.
They sell little things that you put inside the tree that supposedly make it smell, and it's a lie. It's a fucking lie. I saw them at Home Depot back in the day, and like, they're like, this does not smell like. Get this shit out of here, fake ass.
they're like, sir, you can't just throw this across the aisle.
I can do whatever the hell I want.
I wanted to smell like the car fresheners that
wintergreen.
We always got natural. We never had a fake tree. But I don't have like this fucking wonderful memory of going to look for a tree.
No?
No, it was always like, okay, this was nice, and you just throw it on the car and you get home and put it up. Like, it wasn't like a fucking Hallmark movie.
I remember getting our first tree when we moved into our first house. Like, we just moved from an apartment. We have the house, and there used to be, it's not there anymore, up the street, a tree farm, like where you could go and you actually cut your Christmas tree down. And I went with my mom, my dad, and I was little, and then you can pick any tree you want, just you have to cut it. And I'm like, all right, cool. Thinking like, oh, it's gonna be easy. Learned the lesson that cutting down the tree with a little saw when you're a little child takes forever. But I got it. Of course, they fixed it because you don't know what you're doing. You're cutting it, and instead of having a nice clean flat cut, it's like angled really weird. So they fixed it, but like as a child, I was super proud. Like, yeah, I cut that tree down. Woo!
I did it.
To get back. I did it.
I did it.
So yeah, that
Was
was
that-
that. That's why
that
I love real trees, and like that's always been a great memory I've had. It just sucks that the place is gone, and I don't know if there's any other spots that still you could actually cut down the tree yourself.
I don't
But-
think that's a thing, Percy. I think your parents just took you to somebody's yard.
To a park.
Okay, they had hundreds of trees growing from it.
That's what a
Yeah,
park
they're
is.
They're like,
Just
nobody's
because you
gonna-
lived in the inner city, right?
Nobody's gonna get mad at this kid if he gets caught. So, good
Don't
for
hate
them.
just because you have no fond memories of cutting down a tree with your Ralph's tree.
Yeah.
Slung, so traditionally, I know this is a weird year since you're moving Christmas Eve, I guess, Christmas Day, around Christmas.
Yeah.
But like traditionally, did you like decorate and stuff like that, either where you are now or like at your parents' house?
At my parents' house, yeah, but not here. No, nothing. I don't think we've ever. I don't know if we ever had a tree. I don't think we ever had a tree here in 5 years. So
Really?
yeah, I don't think so. Cause Edwin would just go with his family, and I would go with mine. So we didn't do any Christmas stuff here. It's just kind of.
How's Santa gonna visit you if you don't have any Christmas stuff up? How's
Yeah.
he gonna do that?
How's Santa gonna find you?
Yeah.
Well, we went to my parents' house because that's where I grew up.
Wait a
Where my
minute. Yeah,
Oh,
but
no.
that's not where you live.
my presents still in up
Like,
there,
if
so-
he knows where I live, you should just go there.
I mean, it does suck to have to go pick up my presents from my parents. That would be nice if they came here, but we can't all be Amazon. Yeah, so
Alright.
I never did that.
Yeah, Like I'm never big into. I love holidays, but I'm not the type to decorate and stuff like that. So like, my dad's the one like he'll put up lights every once in a while whatever year he feels like it. It's like,
I
it's
help
like
my dad put up lights.
Oh,
I
yeah?
take him down. Mhm.
when February, March.
You need for the whole year?
No, we did it once.
Oh,
No.
we did it once.
I just left it up there.
Yeah. And it's been 30 years.
Oh, I think it's in The Simpsons. Like, there's this light switch, but I don't know what it does, and it just turns on the Christmas lights.
Yeah.
Like,
What
I
else fun stuff?
was about to say, like, I see those houses that are like fully decorated in their front yards, and like they have all these crazy stuff. We saw some of them like yesterday, and I'm like, that's cool and all, but that feels annoying. Like, it's like all the work to do that. It's like, and then it's outside. It's like it's not even like you don't even get to enjoy it when it's inside your own house.
It's a glow. It's a glow in your living room window.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff going on out there.
Like what's going? Oh yeah, it's just the light they put out there.
Yeah, and then I would always do the nativity scene. That was how my dad built that. So I was like more. It was like I don't know, man. I was like more interested in all the little animals than like Jesus. Like it was just sounded more interesting.
It's like there was a
Like,
cat, right? There was a cat at
And a
the.
lion and giraffes and a donkey.
There was a couple lambs.
Yeah, and like a dinosaur. Like my toys would end up in there for some reason. So T-Rex.
Optimus Prime. Couple G.I. Joes there.
Yeah, Optimus Prime, where's Jesus?
That's a real nativity scene, and that's what I laugh when I see like legit like proper ones, because I'm like, oh, you didn't let your kids decorate this, obviously. An adult did this. The kid had his way. There'd be fucking Barbies and shit.
Let's see. We got Colocha in the chat saying, "How do you feel with the people who have arrows pointing to their neighbors' lights?"
What?
So
Because-
you haven't seen that, Slunk?
It's
No.
great. Find the Edgar.
All right, go ahead. Sorry,
What,
explain it.
what are you guys
So
talking
basically, it's basically a person recording driving on the street, and you see this house, fucking beautiful house, right? All these lights going overboard,
about?
and as they're going, the neighbor just has an arrow pointing at like, yeah, what they do.
Just fucking like over there. And just, I give up.
Oh, it's so
Let's
good.
see.
This is one. This is not that one specifically, but this is pretty good.
That's good.
Oh, that's good. Love
That's
it.
fucking hilarious. That's so funny. That is so funny. I just love it.
It's pretty much that. It's just people
I
pointing at the
love it.
neighbors.
I love it.
It's funny.
I saw
mean,
my neighbor putting out like the Christmas decorations. I'm like, that's awesome because like they have all the snowman and like the fake snow and all the lights everywhere. Like, oh, that's pretty. Like every year they're pretty impressive, and I'm like, yeah, no, like I'm not gonna do that.
I rode my
was
bike
one-
through the neighborhood to run an errand, like right before the podcast, and yeah, dude, there's like people with automated like lights and pretty comprehensive decorating.
Did you guys ever drive down like those neighborhoods that like
Yeah.
compete and shit with all the lights?
Yep. There's one in Palos Verdes that we used to always go down.
Mhm.
And it's a big fucking deal. That one is huge. It's massive. And I wonder what they're gonna do this year. But there'd be like people walking around and driving and going slow, and it's just like miles of houses of money. And
Buddy.
and like there's like kids with like cocoa stands selling hot cocoa as you drive by. It's
That
pretty.
sounds way intense. Mine was just
Damn.
houses.
It,
Yeah, same here.
Houses and cars.
Yeah.
Nah, dude, the Palos Verdes one, I forget what street it was. I want to say it was somewhere off of Cali Mayor.
Caliman?
Cali here. Calle Mayor.
Calle Mayor. Yeah. And yeah, it was impressive. So for sure did that. And there's actually a drive-through like experience over the Irwindale Speed Raceway. So I might go check that out.
Are you going to the Dodger one?
Yeah, why not?
It's just $50.
Yeah, for each car.
Yeah, per car.
Oh, that's not bad. I'll do that.
Bring
We're
your
That's
doing
trash
your
what
car
it
cans.
though.
You gotta be on the
Do
trash
what?
cans. Bring your trash cans.
That's the Astros. I can do that one.
You gotta know which way to go. It's tap 2 for left, 1 tap for right. You know.
is.
Fun stuff. Fun stuff. Fun stuff.
I feel like Slunk's been having a shit ton of fun on Apex when he's in the zone.
Yeah.
We just slunk mode.
Yeah, I get pretty psyched out and I start raging and I start playing really well and it's pretty impressive. I will say my brain is getting old and my reflexes aren't what they used to be. But at 36, I can hold with some youngins, for sure. And I think about that. Like I gotta wonder what video games have contributed to my mental agility, you know? Because I see other people my age, and I'm gonna sound like a dick for saying this,
Do it.
but some people that don't play video games that are my age, they seem a little slow. They seem a little bit slower to respond, a little bit less agile to figure out problems, you know.
Wait a minute.
Uh,
This sounds like
Wait
me
a
with video
minute.
games.
Wait a minute.
um,
Feel
so
attacked.
so I just it is like not just video games, chess. It could be anything, right? That constantly you're thinking, like you're constantly working on problems. Um, it's good for your brain. So yeah, I've been having fun on Apex a lot, and I'm gonna probably take a little break while I move and get my life situated. And I'm gonna try to play other games, but I'm trying to think of fun stuff. Fun
Now we'll
stuff.
just go to the next one. We'll go
Okay.
to where amazing. What was the last thing you did that was amazing that you remember?
I'm amazing. I haven't done it
Baby.
yet, but I'm gonna
Baby.
attempt it. But I'm gonna attempt my climb up the mountain pretty soon again. The one that I keep getting close to finishing, but never quite finishing. The one that I came within 3 miles of the tippity top of the mountain, and I didn't make it because it got too windy and it was knocking me off my bike. So
Wind.
it's a 27-mile climb up 5,000 feet of elevation.
Damn.
So you're
son.
driving.
Huh?
No, he's riding
So
his
you're,
bike.
you're gonna drive up
Yeah,
there.
I'm riding my bike. It takes about 3 to 4 hours to get up the mountain, and then like a couple hours to fly down it. So
Damn.
I'm gonna do it. I haven't been training, so I need to
Well,
get on
more power to you. Good
January.
luck.
The middle of January. I'm gonna record it because I'm gonna start doing more film projects to get better at that. So
Cool.
stay tuned. I'm gonna become a film maker. But yeah.
That's intense, dude. Okay,
Yeah.
that elevation and for that long, but like, that's like the slunk amazingness that I just can't grasp. As like I think about it and I'm like, I can't. I'm not there. I can't. First of all, I can't ride a bike.
so
like,
there's that.
But even like going the other way of like, let's hike all the way up there. Let's go. Let's force our way through this pain to get to the point we want to get to. And I think about that, like I have that, but I don't have it for that, like I have that well, I can go do that and do this thing, but for that specific situation I don't have it. Like I can't go
Nah.
do that.
Now I was talking to Edwin about that, because we were talking about like working out or fitness or something, and he's like, the thing about me is that I can just take off like months and not run, and suddenly decide to go run 6 miles and do it, and I'm like, well, I mean I can, but it's not easy. Like it's not like I get out there and it's like I've been running for months, and like it sucks. It sucks a lot, and you force yourself through it, and it's like this thing where you mentally have to get in this space. It's you either get like fucking in a trance almost, when you're doing something physical like that. um and you think about getting through each rep and getting in a rhythm, like, and there's something about like doing something well that's a physical challenge where you're constantly practicing to do better and better and better, and it's like a measurable better, right? Like you have a timer,
Mm-hmm.
um, and how you feel. And there are times where I run and I just don't feel it. Like I just don't like. It's like, man, the rhythm's not there. My mind is wandering. I'm just not in. I can't get into my zone. And then there are times where I can. And I could run 10 miles like at a really good clip, you know, because my body, my rhythm, my breathing,
It's
my
all there.
mind, it's all there. And I know that there's like a pain, but I just kind of keep going past it. I don't really think about it. You don't really overanalyze the situation. You fall back on your training. That's why you train, because when things get stressful or things get difficult, you fall back to the level of your training. And I do these things because if I don't, I won't be good at anything. You know, I won't be good at anything. I feel like the physical training, riding up a mountain for 27 miles, riding 100 miles just to do it is like, it just gets you strong. It gets you a strong mind to just kind of push through things and put things in perspective and know that the strength is within you to do it. That you willed yourself through it. You finished. Whether or not you did it fast doesn't matter. You did the 50 miles. You did the 100 miles. You did the thing that months before trying over and over again to get better at, you deemed yourself impossible. You already shot yourself in the foot. You already said you couldn't do it because I'm genetically predisposed to being unhealthy. I'm genetically predisposed to not being able to run. I'm genetically like all these things that you limits that you immediately put on yourself. You may not be able to do 100 miles, but if you keep trying to do 100 miles, you're gonna get closer to that than you probably ever thought you could. And I think a lot of people just shoot themselves in the foot right off the bat because they think that once they hit that wall, it's time to give up. And the more you hit that wall, the more you realize this wall ain't shit. I'm gonna go for 10 more minutes. I'm gonna go 20 more minutes, 30 more minutes. And so when you're going up 27 miles up a mountain, um, you're not you're in your you're in your so when you're riding a bike flat, you can choose to like go slow, and you can choose to like reserve your energy and then go fast and then like go slow. You can change your gears around. When you're going up a hill that's steep, that's long, you're in the lowest gear the whole time, and you're just trying not to roll backwards.
Mm-hmm.
So you're pushing on the lowest gear to not roll backwards for like hours of just like oof, oof, like each step. Like sometimes honestly it feels like you would probably, if you got off your bike, you could walk it faster sometimes. And and then you just kind of like, I don't know, like you sing yourself a little song. You just kind of like think about that. You think about your challenge in a small way. You don't think about the big picture. You think about getting to the next pedal, the next step. And eventually, yes, your body can give out. Your body can just poof, and that's it. You reach your limit, and that's an amazing thing to reach. Because the better you get at something, the harder it is to reach that limit.
And like,
And you just
right now is like
going fucking farther and farther now.
right now, and it's like, oh, I'm at my limit. It's like without even the first step, and
Yeah,
and that's what I need to change.
yeah,
I
When
mean,
you said shoot yourself in the foot, I'm like, I already shot myself in both feet. Like,
yeah.
one thing I'm gonna bring up after this or go into whatever. I've been watching a lot of the Yes Theory videos. I've been binging the shit out of it, and one of the things that they do, like one of the challenges was the guy wanted to run a marathon, and he had all this time leading up to it, and he didn't do it. Like he's a like all the guys are they're healthy guys, but they just didn't work at it. They didn't train for it. So he's
Yeah.
like, "Fuck it! I didn't train at all for this, and I'm gonna do it because
Oh, no.
because I fucked up and I didn't train. So what I've been telling myself to go and do this marathon, and now day is here, and I'm gonna go do it, and with no training. And he struggles through it, but he finishes
He finished it.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
the LA Marathon.
Fuck.
And
You know
then
Eddie Izzard?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Eddie Izzard ran 27 marathons in 27 days.
Yeah.
In a month,
What?
he ran 707 miles.
What?
The comedian.
Yeah.
Eddie is.
Jesus.
in commemoration of Mandela, right? Like he spent 27 years of his life in prison. Yeah, 27 marathons in 27 days. Comedian Eddie Izzard. And he talks about it, and it's interesting. Like whenever you hear anybody who does this kind of crazy, amazing shit, right? That's what we're talking about, doing something amazing. It's like, yeah, it's very mentally based. You could train, and certainly like professional athletes who do this for time or strict regimen, strict diets, strict training methods, like everything, how you move your legs, everything. You don't have to be to that level to push yourself to this point and then get past that over and over and over and over again. You know, you don't have to give up because I'm never gonna be a fucking track star. You know, it's not about you versus people on Strava.
Yeah,
You know, like
It's not you versus
versus
everyone.
people.
It's you versus you. Yeah.
Yeah, you and your fears, your limits, the things that you put on yourself. You know, that's who you're against every day. Every day that you wake up, that's your first thought. I can't do this. Like this and that, all these problems. You know, once you get into the habit of just like, I'm not even gonna think about this. I'm just gonna get my shoes on and run. I'm not even gonna time it today. I'm just gonna run. I'm gonna run my path every day. I'm not gonna worry about how fast I'm doing it. And when you get in a rhythm like that, man, it changes the way you think. I mean, I think. And when I'm not like that, when I'm being lazy, when I'm not running every day, when I'm not working out every day, I feel like shit. I feel awful. I'm not happy. You know, and I'm not happy because I'm not living up to my potential. I'm not healthy. My mind's all over the place. I don't have control over that. It feels like sometimes, and and uh, and it just sucks. Because if man, doing amazing shit feels good. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you.
I think we can start skipping into it now. I was gonna go into what I've been watching, pretty much all the YouTube stuff, the yesterday. One of the things they did was an Iron Man, and that's fucking super intense.
Yeah.
And he was like, he'd been having this thing from before he even joined this group, saying, yeah, I've always wanted to do an Ironman, and we wasn't training for it, but he was training to do like half marathons, stuff like that before, and then he stopped.
Yeah.
He stopped it because he wasn't enjoying it, and just said, "Why? I'm not gonna be able to do that." So he stopped himself, and then one of the groups he ended up meeting like Will Smith's trainer, and he's like, "Fuck it, I'll do an Ironman," like because why not? What's the I've been wanting to do this my whole life, and I'm not doing it because I'm not doing it. There's no one else telling me not to do it. So fuck it, let's start training. And it took 6 months to train for the Ironman. And
That's intense.
and then
Yeah.
I learned a couple things that you can't have music, you can't have like headphones on or anything like that when you're like on the bike or running or anything, because it's just part of it. It's like, I guess, mental toughness.
Damn.
Yeah, dude. There was a guy who has a cerebral palsy that recently did the Ironman.
Fuck.
Yeah. That's tough. I have a photographer friend of mine he does Ironman. He's super in shape. Yeah.
And going back to the marathon video, he was getting tired, like I don't know, like my old 14, 15. He's like, so he's like, he starts walking a little bit, and he sees a guy in a wheelchair passing because it's at the same time, and he's like, fuck, dude, this guy's in a wheelchair like doing the marathon. I'm complaining about walking, like, like I can't imagine fucking this for 26 miles, you know, like.
Yeah.
And it's just it's those little things. I think I want to start appreciating the little things, like seeing this guy not being able to walk and he's still fucking doing a marathon. Like moving, I'm over here. Yeah, fuck it. Fuck that shit.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah. I mean, there's always gonna be somebody who's got it worse than you, and
yeah. Like as much as the people you're seeing have it way better than you, there's a shit ton more people that have it worse than you.
yeah, and they found it within themselves to try. And there's a Facebook post that came up. You know, Facebook goes, "Oh, there's a memory of a picture I posted." Let me find it real quick. Um, this guy has this shirt. Would be on my own personal thing.
While you're looking for
Game
that,
of what-
um, they were so yeah. The whole thing about seeking discomfort. This whole channel, and it's always random things like we're gonna visit this country and we're gonna take away your wallet for 24 hours and you have to find food and a place to sleep on your own with the help of strangers. And it's just about and in a country in a place that they don't know the language and they have to figure this all out on their own with no help. And they do it with the kindness of strangers because they're just
Thing exists.
huh?
That exists.
And
Kinds
that's
of strangers.
and that's the thing is that they're trying to break these stereotypes of traveling is bad and going to this country is terrible and you're gonna get fucked up if you do all this. Like they do it within reason. They're not going into like fucking back alleys and asking for help.
What's
there,
going
you know?
on down here?
Yeah, they're smart about it. They're not fucking putting themselves
That's
in danger
cool.
like that.
I think a lot of people don't travel because they're afraid of that sort of stuff.
Yeah, like they mostly meet like other Europeans in there because fucking Europe. You can fucking take a bus and end up 3 countries away, you know. Like,
Yeah.
like another thing they did is like walked across a country.
So
Can't see it.
There you go.
it says 50 fat diabetic ahead of you. I love that.
like if you need more motivation to like go
Yeah. So yeah, man, amazing shit, and that's what they do on that show. They do amazing shit. And speaking of amazing shit, last night, I watched Alex Honnold's um documentary of him climbing up El
Hope-
Capitan.
Hope Solo.
Called the film called Free Solo, and it's a guy who just climbs up the face of El Capitan using nothing but his hands and his feet.
You said El
No rope.
Capitan yesterday, and I was like, where is that? I have no idea.
It's in Yellowstone.
Mountain?
And it's the famous mountain. It's like you'll immediately recognize it. It's like one of the most beautiful mountain faces on the planet. And nobody had ever climbed it without a rope. Nobody ever free
You and
soloed
your
it.
fucking rope.
Are you showing it?
You said Yellowstone. Is it? You mean Yosemite?
Yosemite, yeah. Is that
Okay,
it?
then I know.
El Capitan.
And so look up Alex Honnold free solo or something. I think that's probably him there. And it's just I was watching it and like he lives because obviously he's alive. So but it's a really cool film, and they talk about how like everybody who's ever been obsessed with free soloing is dead, and everybody talks about how like he could just he could just die. Like we could film our friend dying, and there's like one guy who's one of the filmmakers is there. He just keeps looking away because every time he knows he gets to a part that's like really tricky, where like you put your foot here, and you put your thumb on this little rock, and you swap thumb, and then your arm comes over here, and then you kick your leg out, and then you like land on this rock, and if you don't make that, you're dead. And they show him training with ropes, and you see him fall a lot, and so it was really good. It was a really, really good film, and he has something wrong with his brain for sure. You could tell, like he's got some trauma that I think he's just different. Like his mind is different, but he just trains and trains and trains, and he talks about his relationships and how they never work and how he would always choose a mountain over a girlfriend and I guess he recently got married this year to the girl in the film, but um but it's like yeah, it's just that's it. You know, it's even for him like El Cap was scary, but eventually after all the training, months and months of going up it and getting ready and getting physically in shape and getting mentally in shape, he's like, now's the day. He just wakes up and he just starts climbing it. Like there's no real plan. Like he just kind of like, all right, I feel good today. Feel good. I feel in my rhythm, and he just flies up it. Like he goes up it, does it perfectly. You know, and he talks about his obsession with perfection and seeking perfection because if you're not perfect in this sport, you die.
Super true.
Yeah. So you saw that picture. I mean, it's like fucking you're like wedging your body in a rock and just like climbing up the rock.
Just
Like
that one crack that he's going through, dude. Like
Yeah.
how are you putting your fingers in that crack?
yeah. Well, in parts of it, you're jamming your arm in there. Like you're just like meat in rock.
Yeah, he's trying to get
um,
fucking 127 hours.
but that's not even the scariest part, man. The scariest parts are like when it's just like, oh, he has to step on this little dimple, and you're like, what? Like what dimple? Like it's like this tiny little like
Like
how
those-
do you like what if it rains and that thing goes away? Like what? Like how do you plan this?
It's like the
insane,
goats we
dude.
saw going up the side. You know,
It's crazy. It's so intense. And I was like, again, like you know he lives and you're watching and like my hands are sweating. I was like, fuck, my hands are getting really sweaty right now. Watching him getting nervous. Good.
I agree with Carlos. No thanks. I choose life.
Yeah. I would say that's like running and biking and pushing yourself physically. That's fine. I mean, you're not gonna
Yeah, there's a difference between going for a walk and
Climbing up a-
and climbing up this fucking
Side of a mountain.
It's not even flat. It's an incline. They have to like walk up to.
Yeah. I know. And then you get to grab this rock and then like pull yourself up, and then like there's like nothing. There's nothing beneath him. He will just go falling.
And like, let's just say, like, fuck, I got tired. Like just let me take a rest. Let me take a quick. There's no, you can't. How do you rest?
Do you think you guys will watch it?
Is it on the family plan?
It's on Disney Plus.
Is it? Oh, I can probably watch that.
Oh, I'd probably watch it then.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's an hour and a half, so there's a
Not
lot
too
of
bad.
build up.
Of course.
And like, yeah, it's good. And there's another one I'm gonna watch called Dawn Wall, something like that. I don't know. My friend told me to watch it. I saw it too when I was searching.
Is that him too, or is that another one? Another guy.
I think it's another guy. But it's pretty cool. It's interesting. It's again, we're just talking about like doing shit, and
Yeah.
getting out of your comfort zone,
That's,
and then
that's
training.
extremely out of it.
Yeah, that's an extreme for sure. But again, like it doesn't mean that 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 point closer to perfection that you think is possible doesn't. It all starts with one step.
I
don't
remember I was back in it was like a space camp thing, and they had like this little, not like an obstacle course, more like a little thing to do like when you're at camp. So you have to climb this ladder that was on a pole. So like it's a ladder on a pole. You climb the ladder, you get onto the pole, and you're supposed to get on top of it where like there's like a little like circular platform. There's on a harness, by the way. You're like, linked up to a harness, and you're supposed to stand on top of this circle thing and jump off of that and reach for this like bar to grab onto the
Yeah.
bar to like to swing. And there was like a bunch of like kids doing it, and I'm like, I climbed up the ladder part of it, and I was like, I can't go past this. And then I just got back down. I was like, I can't do that. And that was the fear of, first of all, like, I was in a harness, and I'm like, this isn't for me. I don't do this. So yeah, that's where my extremism like fell down. Like this isn't for me. Like,
Yeah, I'm not good at heights. like Goodbye Heights.
Mhm.
I don't know if I could do anything with involving heights very comfortably.
Cause it's funny, like I could do a roller coaster. That's no problem for me. I'm sitting down, fucking woo! It's taking me everywhere. Like I'll go, I'll ride
We're
that
secure inside this thing.
I'll go up to Superman and fucking come back down. You know, whatever.
When there's something below you, but like rides like X2, there's a little bit of like asshole pucker.
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
X2.
there's
As soon
puckery,
as
but
soon as it like throws you out and your feet are like, you're like,
when you do that thing of I'm gonna grip my toes inside my shoe in case my shoe was a little bit too loose. I don't know. Did I tie my shoes properly? I don't remember.
your toes trying to grab onto your
Yeah, you're like I don't know how, but this is helping. This is helping.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Oh,
I lost a hat on
man.
a roller coaster.
Yeah?
Yeah, I took my brother's hat without asking. Dogger's
Oh,
hat.
no.
Fucking went on a roller coaster, boom, vanished.
Yep, well, gone forever.
I don't know what happened to your hat, brother. I don't know what happened.
I think it was a cat. The
Wait,
cat stole it.
You sure you sure it was here?
Yeah,
Love roller coasters,
did.
but I can't do slingshot, says Mr. Laker.
I've done this thing shot.
I haven't done a slingshot, but the other one where it's like a pendulum all the way back. I think it's called Dive Devil.
Oh, that's what I did. I
Yeah,
just-
and it just drops you and you the big old swing. I've done that one.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
But this is high school or just out of high school. Me would be do a lot of stuff. Now me, I don't think I do it
Trying to impress.
You wouldn't do that right now. You wouldn't
right
do that one?
now. I
would.
probably
That-
wouldn't.
that one I would.
don't know. Only because I'll be like, can I hold my weight? Is it strong enough
That's
to?
right.
to not...
That's what I'm saying.
That's a technical challenge.
Yeah, that's I'm saying if everything was right in the world and like there was no corona, I wouldn't do it. You know, like it's not that. This is not fucking. That's what the thing is. So you would do it right now if you said this is gonna hold your weight, everything's good, we're fine, you're 100% safe. We only had 5 accidents in the past 3 years, and we're good. I want to be the story
Maybe.
now. Remember how it's I fear of being the news story of being stuck on the roller coaster or being stuck somewhere, and I don't want to be that story. I want to be the story now. Make me the guy that flew off that swing and fucking
It just kept going.
landed in the water park. Like what happened?
Dude, we got Mr. Laker, yeah, Mr. Laker 21, and I got super stuck on Ninja.
Mhm.
No.
How long was it? How long were we upside? We were like facing down. We were perpendicular. So we got stuck, and there was I think we were at the very end. Was it Ninja? Oh,
Tatsu?
Tatsu, yeah.
I love
And-
Tatsu. You guys, that was the
and-
one that going up. You're looking straight down as you're going
Yeah.
up this thing.
So we were looking straight down on a straightaway.
Uh
So we're looking down at trees below us.
huh.
And there's a cage that, like, if you fell out, you would land in the cage. Except for our last
Oh.
train, our last one. There
So
was
your
nothing
section.
below us. Yeah, there was nothing below us, and we were stuck for 30 minutes.
Oh man.
Something crazy long, and I was getting really tired. Like I was like holding, because you can slide through that, like you can. Like there's,
Mhm.
it's not like it's pushed against. Like you have this thing here.
It's pushed with you like with centrifugal force. That's the reason you're staying on.
Yeah, you're just kind of like holding it.
It's not built to you just like just sit there.
Yeah, and oh man, I remember like just kind of like just my arms are getting tired.
Oh,
I don't know,
man.
and it was like a rainy day, and I think that like malfunctioned something, so we got stuck. I felt like.
So how did you get off? Did they finally get it running, or did they
Yeah,
have
they
to?
finally got it running.
Oh, okay.
Right? Yeah, I think they did. Yeah, but it was awful, dude. That shit fucking sucked. It was scary. It was that sucked. And we didn't even have it in the news. Yeah,
And they didn't even give us a free ride.
some bullshit.
And I'm like, let me go again, and fucking they interrupted my ride.
That sucks.
I got sick on the New Revolution. Well, I almost got sick on.
I don't know which one.
So the New Revolution is a revolution, but with virtual reality game built into it. So you're like, you got these goggles on, you're shooting stuff while you're on a roller coaster. Yeah, that shit is
Doesn't sit well.
fuck you up, man. It gave me the
I'm just
little
trying to
bit
think of like how to
motion-
aim and shit at
Yeah.
things.
motion sickness. Fuck, man. I was like, yeah, I don't know if I'm ever gonna do that shit. I don't know if I'm ever gonna get on the thread again. Glad I did it, but I get motion sick, so. Oh well.
Prezi,
Oh,
watch
wow.
anything?
Started watching Clone Wars because of a certain show before that.
Stupid
Well,
Mando.
before it. Mandalorian. I'm like, oh, this is cool. And then you find out, what do you mean there's all this lore that I know nothing of? Damn it. So now I gotta go watch 7 seasons of Clone Wars. And I don't know how many seasons of Rebels to understand like 2 references.
It's a
in
little
Mandalorian.
frustrating. It is. 'Cause I came for a series, not for half a series. You know, like I didn't realize I had to know all this knowledge beforehand to appreciate everything that's going on. Like I like when they give like little hints, like here's little tidbits to remind you about this show over here, but not like here's characters that you need to know all this info about because they're awesome. And I'm like,
Yeah, like, wait, what?
They weren't in the movies. I did the main line. I didn't do these side quest movies, these side quest shows.
Yeah, so started watching that. I'm about to finish season 1. It's good. I'll tell you this: they're already better than the prequels.
Hey, don't hit on the prequels, all right? We're not here to bash on prequels.
But yeah, there's already like a lot of stuff like, all right, it's gonna go into more lore. All right, but I like it so far, so good. And what else? Watching some other stuff. I don't even know right now. Like my main right now is like I need to finish Clone Wars and then Rebels because I want to know everything. Cause what happens in the next Mandalorian again? Some big character like who is it? Meanwhile, the rest of the internet fucking, oh my god, they did it! They brought such and such. Like,
Well, that's something I'm gonna have to deal with, Percy. Because I already said I'm not gonna watch it until after this season.
oh, for real?
Yeah, there's no
Right.
point
But
in
you
me
are-
trying to catch up when it's like an episode left or something like that, and I have to get
2
through like
episodes left,
fucking
right?
10 seasons of shit.
Yeah, because it's 7 for Clone Wars, and I think it might be 4 for Rebels.
And I'm a binge master, you know.
Yeah,
And that's still too much to squeeze into 2 weeks.
the first 4 seasons are 22 episodes each season, and then it goes down to like 11 episodes a season from there for the last 3, I think.
Mm. Dude, this last one was directed by Robert Rodriguez. It's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. Dude, and can we say spoilers? Is it
No,
been long enough?
No spoilers.
Okay.
Mostly because Dwayne's not even here because he's watching Mando. I don't know if he's watching.
Oh.
He skipped out on the podcast today because he needs to catch up.
Alrighty.
he's
So
watching
I'm-
Mando.
But let's just say there's a
Pre-announcing-
scene that makes you realize, yep, this is directed by him. And it's just a quick little thing, but if you know him, you're like, okay, yeah, you directed this.
Was it a Crash Zoom? Oh no, that's Tarantino.
This is-
Uh, So next Stranger Things season 4.
Mhm.
We're gonna start a new podcast here on twitch.tv/gettingbelligerent. We're gonna be
Yeah.
talking about Stranger Things. So get ready for that. 1 episode a week. We're gonna talk about it.
We're gonna call it the Dungeons and Upsides Downs. I wanna-
We'll figure out the name.
I don't want to call it the Upside Down because I feel like that's a common thing. I want to call it something stupid. We'll figure it out. We'll workshop it. It's not a quiplash. You got to workshop it. Look, it's not on the spot. You know.
Yeah.
There's see first thing Richard thought of Game Belligerent the Upside Down.
So yeah, we're gonna start that, and then we'll see. We'll probably do more shows because I think we want to talk about it. We mentioned that how what's on in our podcast is kind of funny because it's always like, what are you watching? This can't talk about it. What are you watching? This can't talk about it. So we're gonna make shows specifically for spoilers.
I think that's why I started watching more YouTube stuff, just so I could talk about stuff on what's on, because nobody gives a shit. I could tell you like a fucking YouTube video.
Yeah, exactly. Don't spoil that. Yes, network. thing. I have to know if they slept in the canopies.
Who am I gonna know died unless and I get spoiled, you know? And with that, this is the end of our podcast. Thank you everyone for listening. We'll be back tomorrow. Percy,
Tomorrow.
Yep.
What
Tomorrow it is Retro Rage at 8:00.
you playing? What you feeling?
Will I be? Oh, if you guys been watching it, I thought I beat the fucking game of fucking Super Ghouls and Ghosts, and then no, you have to beat that stupid dude with a stupid certain weapon. So I gotta redo the whole fucking thing. So frustrating.
You felt so good about yourself.
I hate it when
So, yeah.
when Percy gets defeated by the game in other ways because that's fucked up. I like the you dying weirdly. I like that. And I'm a fan of that. I don't like when you get screwed over by you not having the right weapon. I think that's bullshit.
No, 100%.
Like, you forgot to kill this enemy in level 2, so now you're fucked on level 15.
So I'm gonna try to beat that tomorrow and get frustrated throughout the whole time.
It is what it is.
But you love it. You love it. Well, at least I love it.
I know you love it.
Thank you everyone for being here. This has been another episode of Game Belligerent. I have been Edgar. That has been Percival. And that has been Slunk. Thank you everyone for being here. See you guys tomorrow. Hasta luego.
Bye.
Night.